necessary at all.
No.
I needed it. Okay, yeah, go on. We're good.
I don't know. I don't want to. I sound like I'm coming off too negative here.
Remember our feedback when someone said, I felt bad for the person who sent us feedback, saying that, you could see potential with Enid's character, but yet it didn't amount to anything.
It hasn't yet, no.
Yet, my God, we still have to wait for Eden's potential.
Yeah, put her back, lock her back in the closet. She's not ready yet.
There you go.
Take her out in another season. We'll see if she
forgave him for it. I don't know, if I get locked in a closet, I'm not talking to that person anymore. Jeez.
If you get locked in the closet, it's your own fault.
I guess.
Rick at this point says, Tara, you don't have to feel bad if things go south. Like I said earlier, she says she will, but Rick comes back with one of the, you can tell he's been doing this for a while. He really knows what to say. Yeah, but you don't have to. She's like, I never thought about it that way. Yeah. I don't have to.
You don't have to do a lot of things.
Yeah. So the walkers along the beach clear as we see Rick's group in the distant background. Clearly, they are the threat now. They are more threatening than the walkers. It's like you got the walkers, they dissipate. Now all of a sudden, this group walking along the shore line. That's what these beachcombers got to watch out for.
You're looking way too deep into this.
Well, that's it. Like, they're supposed to be the threat. You're looking at it, you see the zombies, and it's like, you know what? I'm not even afraid of these things. They're gross looking. And then when they clear, it's like, there's the real threat.
Yeah.
That's the key. We have opening credits, and then we go to the hilltop. Maggie is giving gardening advice when she should be training an army.
By the way, before we went to before going to the opening credits, actually, did Daryl make an appearance right before the opening credits?
No,
it didn't. He didn't yet. Okay, cool, no problem.
Not according to my notes.
Okay, just
because I have his first appearance a little later on.
Oh, okay, cool. We're good.
Thank you for derailing me.
Sorry.
So yeah, giving gardening advice, David. Why is everyone gardening?
I don't know. Apparently, you need a lot of tarp. You need some tarp.
Yeah. Well, so what's the idea with the tarp here? The tarp is to kill the weaker plants and avoid all the weeding.
The weeding. Weeding. Okay, so it's take out bad herbs and stuff. Isn't that what they mean? Like weed whackers. Oh, I don't know much about gardening, but
I thought what Maggie was saying is that some of these plants aren't going to make it.
Yeah.
And they're taking life away from the plants that will survive, and we'll cover it with the tarp for a bit. The plants that are weak will die, and it'll we won't have to wait.
Yeah, but she said we'll have to. She didn't say we have to avoid weeding or something. Wasn't it? She didn't mention anything.
We'll have to avoid waiting.
Waiting? Maybe.
Yeah,
okay.
Sorry,
my bad.
So it's kind of like we're not going to sit here and wait to die.
Yeah.
We're going to kill off the weaker of the hilltops.
Mm-hmm.
And then us strong hilltopians are going to go and fight.
And Gregory was standing by listening. Understood.
Yeah. Gregory is none too happy about how people are looking up to Maggie.
He's putting up a good poker face, though, from what it seems.
Man, it's his only face.
Oh. It was better than usual. Like, he's not, we see later on he convinces her lightly.
He's trying. We go by Oceanside. I think I had such a negative feeling towards this episode right away just because I knew it was going to be heavily about Oceanside.
No, it wasn't heavily, but... Yeah.
Well, I mean, the whole intro was Oceanside.
Yeah.
Oceanside. I don't want to see it. Michonne climbs up a tree twice.
Okay.
Michonne climbs up a tree with a rifle.
The one she's been practicing with?
Sniper rifle. Yeah, you know what? You remember how we said a few episodes back that she was really good with this rifle?
Yeah.
Because she shot those cans?
Right.
Apparently she was aiming for a walker, and she ended up hitting the cans, and it was supposed to be a funny moment. Where it's like, I'm still terrible at this. We didn't catch on to that.
Well, that was a bad episode altogether. It's hard to catch these things.
So, but all this to say, she has garnered no experience.
No.
She's still terrible. Terrible shot, but for some reason she is the best shot to put up in a tree, and she is their failsafe.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, that's the best one. Who else would it be? Sasha is usually the better sniper. She's the better rifleman. If not, it would be Maggie afterwards, and they're not there. Yeah. So I guess, it would have to be her. I would say Daryl. He uses a crossbow, but I guess he's better off on foot, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, Carl. They need the muscle down there. They need Carl. Carl's got one eye. He's no good.
He should be good with one eye. That's all you need.
Wow. You're not supposed to close one eye when you do it, are you?
I would.
I think it's a misconception.
Is it? I don't know.
I have no idea. I've never shot a gun.
I've tried it and I did not a real gun, but like a BB gun.
Okay.
I closed one eye.
Yeah. But it was a BB gun.
Yeah.
Anyway. So at the Yeah, so they come to the tree. Everyone else are laying charges for explosives, and this is where we see Daryl. Camera kind of pulls back, and we see Daryl's putting some rope down.
I thought he appeared like before the credits, or like driving along the RV on his motorcycle.
Oh, you know what? Okay, hold on a second.
Because
I think he did. I think you're right, because I definitely did see a motorcycle drive by, but they didn't draw like this. The way they revealed Daryl here seemed like a big reveal because it pulled
that's
back,
exactly what I was going to say.
It's like, I'm glad you came with us. And they weren't talking about him. It was Aaron's boyfriend talking to Aaron, or Aaron talking to his boyfriend. Yeah. But it sounded like they were talking about
Daryl.
And then we see Daryl. And it's like, oh man, that's Daryl. So who's with?
Exactly, and that's what I hate. That's what I hated so much. That like it was such a lackluster because they leave it at a like part of the cliffhangers of last episode is where's Rosita? That means was he going to go after him? They leave whoever they see in the dark with whoever has a crossbow and like long hair in the dark from last episode to see like, okay, is it Daryl or is it Dwight? And they leave us in suspense, and then then you just see him as a part of that stupid montage. And it's like, oh, okay, so Daryl is basically not with Rosita, or they time jumped, or this is way before whatever it is, and just so many questions are risen.
Yeah,
and you're just like, well, this is dumb already. Like, this is why I'm so disappointed already with the episode. It's just it's so dumb. It's been that should have been like, it was a part of the cliffhanger. Now it's a lackluster because he's not there, and that's basically it's one little message that this is part of the reason why this season's not going very well.
Poor execution.
Everything.
It's weird because I saw it twice and I didn't even notice. For me, the first time I saw Daryl was the reveal that Daryl was there.
Yeah.
But when I think back to it, unless somebody else was driving that motorcycle,
no, it can't be.
I'm pretty sure it was.
I think he's the only one who was able to drive a motorcycle out of all of them.
Aaron's able to.
I suppose.
Actually, I don't know if he is. He said he doesn't really know much about them, but he wants to build one. I imagine he's able to drive them.
I guess so. If you're able to build a motorcycle, it's because you know how to ride it, I guess.
Yeah. So until I watch it again, I'm gonna give the shadow of a doubt that it could have been.
Oh, it's definitely Daryl on that motorcycle. It was definitely it's definitely him. That's for sure. That's what I'm saying.
Then.
So that's what
a problem on their part.
Yeah, but that's the other. Yeah, but then as you go on, I'm going to talk about something else. Yeah.
So now we assume that it is Dwight, and
exactly. So that's already answered. There's no suspense. We already know what it is,
and
so
we don't find out for the rest of the episode.
Exactly.
I don't care anymore.
That's right.
At the sanctuary, we see Sasha has been taken prisoner and is being held in a cell. A savior named David.
Oh, don't bring it up. Well, you have to.
Rapey Davy. I'm not making light of rape, but I am making light that your name is David.
This is the scene that I hate the most, by the way. This scene actually really... Yeah. But I'm saying genuinely angered me. And as we go on, I'll tell you why.
So Rapey Davy checks up on her and asks if... Well, actually, he's just David right now. David checks up on her and asks if she remembers her... remembers him from all the action last night, which we didn't get to see any of.
No, we don't even know what happened. We don't even know who died, what casualties.
Like, oh, things were pretty crazy last night. And I was like, well, thanks. We didn't get to see anything.
I think I was actually really upset that she was alive.
Yeah, well, it also goes 100% against her wishes of not being captured alive.
Yeah.
You definitely have the means. If you are about to get captured, you cut your throat.
Yeah, shoot yourself or something.
Do something.
Take another one. I don't understand how she got captured.
She let herself get captured.
No, the show became lazy, and they said, you know what? We're just gonna have her in a cell. We don't even know what happened. That's what the show. That's what the narrative says.
And he's like, I carry a rope around on me. I'm the guy who told them to tie you up. I was like, okay, well, did she kill anybody? What went down? I want to know. This is what I was waiting to see. We were waiting to see her infiltration into the sanctuary.
Yep.
And it was just glossed over. And now she's captured.
This is only the beginning of my anger now.
But you know what, David? Don't worry, because now we have a whole episode of interrogation going on.
Great.
We've seen 3 people in this cell now, and it doesn't get old.
Two.
Dwight.
Right, Dwight. You're right. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're
right. So David is about to rape her when Negan appears and puts an end to that by ramming a knife through his throat. At this point, he will forever be known as Rapey Davy, but he is dead.
Okay, so can I go on my angry rant?
Go ahead. There's a little bit left.
Go ahead. Go yeah.
Well, I don't know. Whenever your angry rant will fit in, you just jump in.
Okay, so I will jump in now.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so what angers me so much? Now, I don't care if this is the way it's portrayed in the comics, and I don't care if it is or whatever it is, but the fact is the way it was shown on television. What I hate about this is they desensitized rape.
desensitized
it completely. Like what I find is that like
this is a heavy issue, David.
No, it is. It's extremely heavy issue, and I take it very seriously because for the reason that I'm sorry, you may laugh. I'm keeping a straight face on this. I really mean it. It angers me.
The only thing I'm laughing at is how I'm diminishing your point by calling you Rapey Davey.
Yeah, please don't.
Sure
yeah.
I'm sure you hate it.
You could call me Rapey Davey the rest of the show, just not at this moment right now because I really take this seriously. First of all, the character that is portraying to rape somebody. First of all, he said all the lines like what a tropey rape character would say in an 80s horror film or action film. Okay. It's lame, it's cheesy, it's stupid, and we've evolved from that. And rape is a serious issue right here. It's an extremely serious issue, and they basically Walking Dead decide to condescend this issue and take it so lightly because it's a big deal when someone commits to rape. It's supposed to be scary. It's not supposed to be something like, Sasha, I'm bigger than this. It's not supposed to be portrayed like that at all. And the worst part is he decides to go rape her right when she was just freshly caught off a situation, leaves the door open easily for him to be caught, and even though he knows that's against the rules. So altogether, this scene is forced and it's portrayed poorly. So that's what angers me so much about this dumbass scene.
So you want a more eloquent rapist.
You know what it is? Like close the door, like have some struggle. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. The thing with that is he was heavily implying that he was going to rape her.
Exactly.
I think he definitely would have.
He ripped her shirt like as if it was just like a playful, like it was the stupidest thing ever.
I don't think his plan was to rape her at that moment.
Yes, it was.
Hold on, David.
I think it was.
Hold on.
Okay.
I don't think his plan was to rape her at that very moment until she headbutted him, which made him very angry. He thought out of turn, that's a weird phrasing, but that's when he just went for it.
Yeah.
And he I think if he had planned a little more, he would have shut the door. He would have waited for a time when maybe he knew where Negan was, because he knows the rules. He knows if Negan catches him, he's getting a knife through his throat.
Yeah.
I think he was 100% going to rape her. I don't think he was 100% planning on doing it in that moment. I think he was just planting the seed of doing it. Uh-huh. And then that headbutt infuriated him, and he was like, I'm going for it now. You need to pay for what you've done.
Right.
As far as your concerns about his tropey 80s style...
like a really bad B horror film, like portraying someone who's about to rape somebody, yes.
Yeah,
and the parts leading to that.
But like, he's...
stupid.
He's a pretty stupid guy, though.
But I don't understand. But like, and Matthew, it's even the convenience of this.
Yeah,
it's
super
disgusting.
convenient. Super convenient, but
yeah,
in a way, I think Negan sets it up that way so he can weed out the rapists too. Like
you're giving Negan way too much credit on this.
Well, Negan hates rape.
I understand, but you're giving him too much credit for him to conjure this. Basically, I really feel like at least if first of all, did this happen exactly in the comics? Was it exactly like that?
Nothing.
Okay,
like
so
this.
what, if it were me portraying like if it were me, and I'm just bringing my creative aspect, close the door, have some noise, make it evident that nothing has to happen. Nothing has to happen. It just you hear struggle. Negan comes in, interrupts, and does the same thing as he's supposed to do.
Okay,
and that it's more dignified. It's scarier. It portrays rape as it's justified to be, because when you put it on when you put it out there, it's not supposed to be taken lightly. It's not. It's a serious issue.
Oh, I know. It's just the way you're making it sound right now sounds like if you were to rape somebody, you would close the door. But you were saying if you were the person who made
for sure. But I'm talking about
if you were the director. Of this
but if
episode.
I'm talking about something that's this is something that's supposed to be something. It's a traumatizing assault. Like it's not. It shouldn't be taken as it is. And you know what? If you're not going to do it properly, don't do it at all.
Okay. I don't think they made light of it. I think it wasn't as scary because she's not going to get raped.
Well, what difference is if she gets raped or not? I'm just saying. Well, like, what if they consider the fact that if they made it scary and they made it look like that it was she was about to get raped and it was going to be really, really frightening for her.
Okay,
we've seen situations like that before.
In this show?
Am I trying? Not
the worst we ever got was the governor asking Maggie to take.
That was pretty tense, wasn't it?
It was pretty tense, but like
that was unpredictable. If something happened to Maggie there, it wouldn't have changed anything, would have? Like, think about it. If it were to go further, they teased it, but if it was going to go further, I mean, like it would have been something. It would have been traumatizing.
Further.
Maybe you should have. Fine,
because the way that Maggie and Glenn acted afterwards, was as if something did happen.
Exactly,
but it happened as like a cable network.
Exactly. Yes.
Like it should have, in the comic book, it was Michonne.
That's
and
right.
Michonne was raped relentlessly.
Yeah, relentlessly. It was pretty bad. She was
Glenn
beaten.
Could
It was
hear it.
Exactly.
Right beside, and like we didn't see anything in the comic.
No.
But another way of showing it was
not showing it basically. Yeah.
Yeah, have the
audience
pages on